Well, howdy there, Internet students. You're doing this if you need to retake 2.2 test. So what I'm going to do is go over some of these problems with you one more time, and then you're going to do a few similar problems. You're going to send that to me, and then if it looks good, I'll get that retake out to your parents. Okay? So the first problem says one batch of mixture A was created with 15 containers of water and 6 containers of blue dye. One batch of mixture B was created with 5 containers of water and 2 containers of blue dye. Luis says mixtures A and B are the same shade. Do you agree or disagree with Luis? Explain or show your math to prove it. So if that's true, then the ratio of the containers of water and the containers of blue dye should be the same. So let's just check that out. So in the first batch, we have 15 water, 6 blue. The second batch, we have 5 water and 2 blue. Okay, now if these are proportional, then they should be equivalent ratios. One quick way you could tell is just multiply across, find the cross product, see if they're both the same. And when you do that, you get 6 times 5, which is 30, one way. 15 times 2, which is 30 the other way. And so they're the same. So I'm going to say I agree with that. All right, and there's my work to show that. All right, suppose you want to make batches of blue color using blue dye and water. Make a ratio table to show the number of blue containers and the total number of containers you would need to make these different batches. Okay, so one batch you would need 9 blue and 15 total. 2 batches you would have to double that. So times 2. So 18 and 15 times 2 is 30. 3 batches you would have to triple the original. So 9 times 3 is 27. 15 times 3 is 45. And then 9 batches you would need 9 times the original. 9 times 9 is 81. And 9 times 15 is 135. Okay, now question B, how many containers of water and blue dye would you need to make a batch of dye that has a total of 45 containers? That would be this one. So that means we would need 27 of the blue dye, and then the rest of those 45 would be water. And that would be 18. All right, this one says, number 2 says write a rate that is a unit rate. Unit rate is measures one of something, like miles per 1 hour, or price for one person, price per person. So a unit rate would be like you go to the movie theater and tickets cost $8 per person. You could also write that $8 over one person. So part of the ratio has to be out of 1. Okay? All right, Jose biked 3.5 miles in 2 hours, assuming the same rate. How far could she go? That must be Josie then. In 19 hours. So what I would do is set up a proportion, and I would do my miles on top and my hours on the bottom. So 3 over 2, and then in 19 hours it needs to be proportional. Since 19 is hours, I would put it down there. And then I would do the math. I would do 3 times 19, multiply across, and then divide by the 2. And that's 28.5. Okay. Number 4 says a store is having a going out of business sale, selling 12 DVDs for $39.12. At that rate, how much would 8 DVDs cost? Okay, I think I'm going to do this one a little bit different. I'm going to find the cost for one DVD. So I'm going to do 39.12 divided by 12. 39, and that'll be the cost for one. So I'm finding the unit price, which is $3.26. And then since I want 8 of them, I'm just going to multiply that by 8 because this is the price per one. So I'll multiply my answer there by 8. And that would equal $26.08. All right. Cammy's Candy Store is selling a 40-ounce box of chocolates for $33. What is the unit price? So I think they're talking about the dollars per ounce. So I'm going to divide it that way. I'm going to divide my dollars by my number of ounces. So 33 divided by 40 equals, since this is a price, you saw that I had 0.825. We always round money to the nearest hundredth, so I'm going to look at this 5 and go up 1 on the previous one. So it's about 83 cents per ounce there. All right. Dana sells her chocolates, a 55-ounce for $47.85. So $47.85 divided by 55 to get the unit price. So 47 is 87 cents per ounce. That's a little more expensive than the last one. And then 58.31 for 70 ounces at Susie's Sweet Treats. So let's divide that out. Find out how much it is per ounce there. And that's about 83 cents per ounce. It's 83. We can round it to that, I think. Well, we might need to know. I think this is really close to that other one, isn't it? So let's put a 3 there. And then we'll see. Now, which store has the best buy? Let's go back and look at the original one. That was 0.825 per ounce. And this one is 0.833 per ounce. So this is actually a little higher. Let me line that up so you can tell. See, this 3 is a little bit more than this 2. So so the lowest price per ounce was the first one, Cammy's. All right, number 9 says, write the following proportion in another way, keeping the same numbers. When you do that, you need to make sure that you have the same cross product. So at least that's one way to do it. So you could switch those two around, 16 and 14. And that's not going to make a difference in the answer, because you're still multiplying 16 times 14, right? And then dividing by 9. So that would be the same. So there's probably another way you could do it too, but you could also do like x over 14. I'm just doing these backwards a little bit. And then just make sure you have 16 over 9, because you need to have the 14 and the 16 so it's set up so they're going to multiply by each other. But that would also give you the same answer. All right, I think you're ready to go here. Just go back and review anything you do need to review as you're doing those problems. And when you're done with those, send me those in an email. All right, good luck with that.